The time has come. We are going to swivel. The swivel seat has arrived. Apparently, it's going to be a really easy install. I think it'll be great. Yeah. We're just going on the passenger side. The lagoon table is not here yet, but as soon as it is, we're going to mount that and I won't have to work in bed anymore. But for now, as long as we get that seat swiveled, it'll be great. Hey, Kat. Kat predicted work needed to happen right there, so she decided that's exactly where she needs to be. Are you in the way? So what we're gonna need here is a drill, some bits, sawzall, because this has got to go, and some Rust-Oleum paint. We have a handy knee guard here. What else is under here? Oh, we got a jack and we got a hammer. We are set. And we have a cat. My cat has a small glitch. When you scratch her like this, she goes really weird. All right, here we go. Gather in the things. So the swivel seat is coming. It's on the way. Couple small deviations from all the instructions and everything that I've seen online. It seems like my van, for some reason, was using Torx screws or bolts for the bolting the chair onto the rails, which I didn't have anywhere. So Rusty stopped and picked me up some Torx Allen keys, which is great. And also the wiring harness was actually attached to the bottom of my seat in two spots. One, which is the normal attachment that you see, but also it was attached to this little screw here. So here it is. This part here was also attached to the bottom of the seat, just with a little screw. See said screw right there. After just some messing around with it, though, I was able to get it off. So we are ready to finish up the install, although I think this needs some vacuuming. That was way easier to get off than I was expecting once you have the right tools. One more deviation from the instructions. The swivel kit comes with 8 of these guys, which I was going to use in place of the Torx bolts that I just pulled out. However, she doesn't line up when I use these ones. These Torx bolts have a very, very tiny taper. Can you see that? A really small taper at the bottom of them, so it gives you just the little bit of leeway that you need to actually get it in there, whereas these ones obviously do not. So we're gonna go back to the Torx bolts for bolting the swivel onto the base, because they were there for a reason, and this is the reason. Whew. All right. She's bolted in. I decided to just use the Torx screw on just the one corner over there, because I do like the way the new ones look. Alrighty, look at that. Just about done. We swivel. We're swiveling. It's not swiveled yet, but it's installed. It's installed and it works, and it will work even better once this thing is gone, which is gonna be fun. But that was not so bad. A couple gotchas along the way, a couple things that were not covered in the instructions. When you go to install your seat back on and you set it on there, make sure that these bottom panels here, these guys that the seat slides on, make sure that they are even. So either like have the seat go all the way back or all the way forward on both of those tracks. Otherwise, you're gonna have an interesting time trying to get it in place, get the tracks aligned once the seat is on there. Another thing is, I kind of want to suggest maybe taking the seat out, flipping it over, and mounting the swivel on it, and then bringing that all in and mounting it in the van. I say this because the way that the bolts are on there, the washer and the nut are on the top, and the bolt is screwed in from the bottom. That way it doesn't interfere with the swivel. But trying to get that on, like holding the wrench and then turning the socket and stopping the socket from dropping because gravity exists, is a little more difficult than if you would have mounted it completely onto the seat independent of being already mounted to the van. And that just might be a thing for people like myself with limited upper body strength, because you know, it's not that heavy, of course, but still, like, as you're turning, you're not like able to hold it so firmly in place that it doesn't skip off the bolt that you're trying to ratchet in there. But we did it. Next time, I'm going to try taking the seat completely out, and then you won't have the problem with the frickin' tracks being uneven like I did, which wasn't that big a deal to fix, even though one was already bolted on. You just have to reach like around the seat and hold the hook, reach down between your legs, ease the seat back, hold that hook, and then with your other hand just kind of like push everything into place. Not too big a deal. So let's get cutting. Let's cut some metal. I got my safety glasses. Rusty would be proud. not? Will she swivel? And we have swiveling. I did it!